confidence is silent, my ladies, and that's I want you to keep in mind as we roll through this video of 8 things that a classy, elegant, sophisticated lady will avoid at all costs. Now let me start off with a little visualization activity for you. A little story, should I say. Have you ever been in a fine establishment? Perhaps it's a resort or a restaurant, or maybe you are having lunch on the street, or perhaps you're just browsing through Instagram. This happens everywhere, quite common, and you see this beautiful woman who just has this aura to her, and you can't put your finger on it. It's almost like everything in her is perfect. Her hair, her makeup is very how do you say, smooth and accurate, and it's just so gentle. Everything seems so gentle, and you start to think, you know what, maybe she's very wealthy, she's very upkept, perhaps she has plastic surgery. Whether that's the case or not is completely irrelevant to the situation, because let me tell you that a woman who is classy and elegant, which is hopefully what you're striving to be, should always be working on herself and always improving. And these 8 things that I'm going to be listing to you are complete opposite of that, okay? There is silent confidence, because as I mentioned earlier, confidence is silent. It is quiet. It does not need to be begging for attention. That is why someone so beautiful could be sitting right there and all eyes could be towards her, while she just looks kind of eloquent and very, very simple. There's not too much about it. There's not anything that is screaming about it, right? She's just sitting there minding her business because she's working on herself in other aspects of her life, and that gets this aura to her that she's just elevated in all ways and shapes, right? Versus these 8 things I'm going to list to you. You frequently also see this in any establishment, on Instagram specifically, and they pretty much have all these 8 things, and I'm gonna list them off, but I just want you to know the difference. So when you are on your journey of improving yourself, you go more towards the quiet confidence that speaks for itself. A woman who speaks for herself with the way she acts, with her appearance, versus someone who is just screaming at you so they can have your attention. You don't want to be that woman, okay? So these are these 8 things that an elegant, classy lady should not be doing. Let's start out with the first one. You might think they're a little bit silly or offensive, but again, I just want to open your eyes to this, okay? And that is too much hair. Too much hair. Too much hair or overdone hair. Maybe it's too blonde, too much highlights, maybe it's pink, maybe it's down to your knees and unnatural. And a good story is I was with my hairdresser he works on Rodeo. There's Umberto, that hair salon. Maybe if you're around that area, it's on the street over Cannon, I believe. And he does my highlights. And I was saying, hey, how would you think with my complexion, how do I look if I were to go a little lighter? And I do like to look natural. That's my thing, right? I think natural beauty is more beautiful than looking like you're a made-up doll. And he says, this is great. We don't want to give you too many highlights because you'll be too blonde and no one will take you seriously. And that is so true, and this is coming from a very amazing and talented hairdresser who works in the heart and soul of LA, right? So he's a blonde specialist as well, so all the blondes go to him, and even he is against making his clients too blonde because he knows that it's not an elegant thing to do. When you have extensions down to the floor, poofy hair, maybe huge curls, it does not scream confidence. It screams, I want your attention, look at my hair, look at me. And maybe that goes to a deeper root of what is inside you. Are you not confident enough as yourself that you have to go to these lengths to get attention to you in unnatural ways? And as simple as it is, it's the truth. Second thing is too much perfume. Too much perfume, No one wants to smell that, okay? A little bit goes a long way, and only the person standing this close to you should be close enough to smell your perfume. You don't want the person all the way over there to be sniffing you, okay? And this unfortunately happens to me so many times at the gym, where I'm minding my own business, running on the treadmill, trying to concentrate, or doing that final stretch, and somebody next to me, or a few treadmills over actually, I smell this overspray of Victoria's Secret body spray. And I know you're trying to cover up your scent, but I don't want to be smelling Victoria's Secret chemicals as I'm trying to do a run, okay? So that's the next thing. Number 3 is your nails. I guess it's a trend that I've seen kind of pick up the last 5 years, and it's nails that are very long. The coffin style is very big, where they're very narrow, you know, and have a bunch of bling, and just sometimes things even hang out from them. Like they would put a keychain or something and they would just hang. Not only is it ineffective, but it looks strange. You look like a witch, like a witch from the Wicked West with these long, scary Halloween nails. Why? I feel like I understand self-expression comes into this. I just personally think there are better, more elegant ways to self-express yourself, perhaps in your talents, in the arts, in your intelligence, in business, than to do it with loudness and screaming for attention. But that's just my opinion. I always preferred the natural, normal length nails. Maybe you spice it up with a design here and there, but they don't have to be screaming at people, or you're picking things up like this. Typing like, I see that too. It's interesting. Next one is behavioral. So we have 3 more to go after this one. You're gonna agree with me on the next ones, okay? The next one is behavior, and that is being just loud, so loud, obnoxiously laughing, talking so loudly that the person on the other side of the room can hear your conversation. I don't understand this. I was in an amazing restaurant, how long ago was it? Last week I made a video about how I dress and kind of the manners behind that. It was a fine dining restaurant, and the crowd there was amazing. And that's why I enjoy going to kind of higher end places like that, because you really feel the elegant behavior from people. It was a quiet environment, and people understood that they couldn't get their message across to the people they're with while talking in a normal tone. And I couldn't hear anyone else's conversations. While when I was in other places, you can literally hear what people's problems are from the other side of the room. And it's why. There's no reason to do that. You can get your point across by being quiet and by monitoring just your behavior in public places. Next is heels that are just incredibly high, whether they are stilettos, whether they are on a thick platform. It doesn't matter if they're designer, it doesn't matter if they're Christian Louboutins or Chanel, Prada, anything, Balenciagas. I don't care. I don't care if it's a limited edition. It gives off the wrong message. You can't walk in them either. It takes away all of the elegant. There's so many beautiful pairs of shoes that are also designer brands or not, that just look elegant, and when coupled with a well together put outfit, hair, makeup, it just looks like this prized possession, this complete package of beauty, as opposed to looking like you're wearing these chunky stripper heels. That's essentially what they are. They look like stripper heels, and they're not elegant. So please be mindful of when you pick out your footwear. And the next one is wearing too many brands, too many designer brands. You have a Chanel necklace, maybe you have different earrings, you have different glasses of a brand, you're wearing shoes with brands all over them, the little Gucci belt, then you have a purse that says Balenciaga on it, a dress with, I don't know, you understand my idea. Some people do this, especially in Los Angeles, especially on Instagram too. I see it, and it's again, it goes back to the quiet confidence versus I don't have confidence and I'm screaming at you to get attention. look at my brands, look at this. And that's honestly what it comes down to. Are you confident and secure in yourself as a woman, and you're working on yourself, and you let your personality, your achievements, your efforts speak for themselves, and your package of being put together and having the attention come to you without you screaming for it, versus you are just this boisterous, loud in many ways, not just your vocals, but everything else. Are you just loud and begging for that attention? Because people of that high caliber, they will easily be able to tell the difference, and they're not going to want to associate with the latter. That's what you have to understand. You attract what you are, and you might be attracting individuals into your life, whether it's a man, whether it's friends, your circles, but they're just going to be of the same caliber, and you probably do not want that. Aim for higher, aim for better, aim for quiet confidence. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, my ladies. Do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.